Bienvenidos, hermanas de color. Recuerda que los amamos mucho y tu voz importa.
What Gloria is saying, for those of us that do not speak Spanish, welcome, sisters of color. Remember, we love you very much, and your voice matters. So, hey guys, this is PM Mathis, your global indie author distributor.
And this is Gloria Miller. It's so good to be with you today.
And we are
Sisters of Color!
I know you guys are saying, oh my God, girls, y'all bring so much energy.
Right.
Yes, we do. Because, you know, on this episode of the Minority Project, No Victims Here, we want you to always know that you can come with the fire.
Yes.
You can come with the praise. You can come with the glory. You can come with the joy.
Yes.
That inner joy, not that happiness stuff.
Yes.
Because happiness is fleeting.
Exactly.
But joy, the joy of the Lord is where we need to sit, where we need to maintain, and that's how we use our voice. So, as you know, this year we're doing bigger and better and greater things. Gloria is leading. I love it. Don't you love it? Because, you know, this is not just about me, although I can make it about me. Generally, my life is usually about me, but I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to share, right? I wasn't necessarily brought up to share because I didn't really have to, because I was the baby in the bunch. So, but as I've gotten older, a little bit of wisdom going on. You can't really see my pretty gray hair in this hat, but I know you're thinking, oh my God, Pam,
I know, right?
Too cute today.
And she's bringing the red, isn't she? Look at her in the red. She looks so nice. Jesus. Yes.
It covers us. It keeps us.
It does.
But like I said, Gloria's going to lead out. And our theme for today is, what is our theme, Gloria?
Love is in the air.
I know y'all love it.
Yes.
In this great month of great month of February, where it's Black History Month, my month,
and my birthday month,
and her birthday month. Gloria is going to be turning another year older on the 9th of February. So we are going to definitely wish her happy birthday right now, because I don't know if we're going to jump on again before that event takes place. Yeah. We want to celebrate her life. We want to give God glory for who she is and what she does and how she brings to this world. She is a light, guys, you know, in my darkness sometimes, right? Because she is a sharer, she is a giver, she's a lover. She likes to lay those hands on with a big old great hug. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got her. She's my sidekick. That's her duty, not mine. Okay. But we want to wish her Thank you. Okay, so like I said, Gloria's gonna lead out today. She's gonna give you her title and all the things, but you know we got to do our disclaimer. Yes. And hey, this is a benefit here now, because not only are we going to do it in English, but we're going to be doing it in Spanish.
Yes.
Why? Because and so, you know, the girl's a little bit nervous, guys, because
you know, I'm not very fluent in Spanish, and I'm working on it, you know. So,
but so that's what I'm... Y'all just send her some love. Y'all just send her some hearts. Because, listen, my first language is English, but you know your girl will be tripping up on words. So...
Well, I do that in English, too, so yeah.
So, hey, it's no big deal. We are here to love, to support, to... You know, appreciate who you are in this great month of February. And also, we want to remember on the 1st and 3rd, we'd like to give away a t-shirt. And we will give you, I already know what our word should be. Do you know what our word should be? We won't tell them now.
Oh, but I think I know, right? I think we're on the same page on that. Yes.
That's how we do, guys. Okay. But anyway, we're going to give you a word at the end of the episode, because we want you to subscribe, like, and share. Hit the notification bell and leave your girls a comment and put that word in there for your name to be put in the drawing to win a t-shirt. And I know you're probably thinking, oh my God, girls, y'all are so generous. Yes, we are. Yes. But we do it in love, and we do it because why? God is good to us.
God has been good.
We are a blessing to be a blessing to you. Yes. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, because Gloria said, oh my God, Pam, you're willing down my time. Okay. So I'm going to do the disclaimer. Yes. In English. Yes. Gloria's going to do it in Spanish. And then for our agendas, you're going to love this. I'm going to do the English. Gloria's going to do it in Spanish. And we're going to go back and forth. You're like, oh my God, you guys are the best. I know. Okay. All right. So here we're going to get started. Yes. So we don't have to take our earrings off of you, okay? We are not doctors and we hold no degrees. So we can't offer you any cures or diagnosis of any kind.
Right.
If you need professional help, we advise you to seek it out. What we offer you is conversation and comforting of voice.
Yes.
Now Gloria's gonna say it in Spanish.
No somos médicos, no tenemos títulos, por lo que podemos ofrecer curas ni okay, now I'm getting stuck. Diagnósticos de ningún tipo. Si necesitas ayuda profesional, te aconsejamos que lo busques. Lo que podemos ofrecer es conversación y voces reconfortantes.
Love it. Love it. I love it. Don't you love it? We hope that blesses your socks off, because here's what we're trying to do. We are trying to bring sisters together. It doesn't matter the color of your skin or what your cultural background is. We are talking to all sisters. But because we got the English and the Spanish here, that's the only language we can talk to you in. All right? Where did you get your help from?
Oh, from Google Translator.
Hello. Okay.
So Google Translator.
So whatever we're speaking, if you don't speak the language, girls, jump onto that Google Translator.
Yes.
And you know what I'm saying? And be a part of the conversation.
Right.
Because this conversation is going to get good as the year goes on. I mean, it's already hot and it's already on fire. But I'm just saying, as we grow in wisdom, as these new chapters, you know what I'm saying, start ticking out, as we start telling you our stories, it is going to get... We're going to bring the heat.
Yes.
We're going to come in hot. I might have to slow Gloria down. Okay?
See, and the thing is, for me, Google Translator is so good because we, in our family, speak Spanglish. Okay, which is a little bit of Spanish. It's a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of English. Y'all know. Some of y'all know. Cindy, you know.
She's calling out people.
She's calling out my cousin. She's calling out my cousin. So anyways, no, seriously. So this is like the actual, like, I guess the version that is like the, how do I want to say the word? I'm stuck in the word. Anyways, no,
that's trying to say. I don't read all her talk. Oh my God.
No, the Spanish is actually the Spanish we should be speaking. It's just it's just because we speak a lot of slang in our family. Okay, so this is like the real raw version of Spanish. The correct version of Spanish. Yes.
So that's what I'm saying here. She could do what do you call it? The English and Spanish.
The Spanglish?
We could do it that way too. Because I'm sure a lot of y'all do the Spanglish. Okay? We just want y'all to have fun. Yeah. Okay? All right. So we're going to jump into our agenda?
Yes.
Okay. So like I said, I'm going to say it in English.
Yes.
And then Gloria's going to say it in Spanish. And then, I like to give you little pieces of the puzzle.
Yes.
Okay. So, our first agenda is to suggest that you use your voice. Why? Because it matters.
Yes. Usa tu voz porque es importante.
Because you have a position. You have a group of people that will come to hear you speak, to come see you, to share love with you, that you could share with, who values your opinions, who jumps on board with your joy, your happiness, and your peace, that we can't necessarily do that. But so that's why we encourage you to use your voice. Point number 2, that you walk away feeling seen, heard, and understood.
Que te alejas ser visto, escuchado, y entendido.
I love this! Oh my God! Now, because I just got download from God here. Because we're talking about people want to be seen, heard, and understood. And Gloria being able to say it in Spanish, oh my God, that's going to open up so many more doors for so many more women to be heard and seen and understood. That is the value of what we're doing. God,
for my Hispanic sisters out there.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I love this. Yes. Okay. Point number 3, that perfection is not even a thing, but life is messy, but girls, it can be fun.
Exactly. Que la perfección no es una cosa, pero vida es descoordinada, pero puede ser divertida.
That sounded like there was a question in there. I love it. See, this is the fun I'm talking about, girls. This is the fun I'm talking about. Because you know what? Anything can jump off in here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what she's saying, but I hope you ladies that speak Spanish do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And Gloria said you can call her out if she
You can call me out. That's right if I say wrong. That's right.
Okay, point number 4. Realize that the power in having a conversation.
Yes.
She got stuck, girl.
I think I stuck. Darse cuenta del poder de tener una conversación.
I just, the part of having conversations with people now, and I'm telling you this, and I'm not Gloria, okay? I mean, Gloria just will, walk around and just hug people and talk to people.
I do.
She kind of just holds me up a lot of times, but I don't tell her that. You know why? Because I love her. She needs to have that conversation. But it's important. Right?
Yeah.
It is absolutely important, like we're talking about, for people to be seen, heard, and understood.
Right.
And you can only do that in conversations. You can only by way of just sitting and listening to people. You don't always have to have the advice to give. You don't always have to have the right word to say. Sometimes people just want to be heard. Yes. And so you being able to be a part of a conversation, might draw something out of somebody that will really help them or help somebody else, because you don't know how we're touching people down the line.
Right.
This is just me and Gloria having a conversation, but we don't know how many people that this is going to touch.
Exactly.
So you're welcome.
And actually just a smile, something simple as a smile. And that's free, really, that doesn't.
Let's give it love freely.
It does.
In this really great heart month.
Exactly. And we like to laugh. You know what? And it's funny because I always tell Pam, I said, you just gather people because her laugh is so infectious. And I just laugh. There's a lot of times I just laugh because she's laughing. I don't even know what she's laughing at. A lot of times because I'm like,
okay. So look, that goes back to say, okay, so if you see me running, run. Don't ask me questions.
Yeah, right.
I'm just saying. Okay. Anyway.
Los pequeños. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you going to say?
Did I say the English?
You said you got to say
the
English. I was trying to
run. All right. It really does matter. Little acts.
I know, right? It does. Los pequeños actos de bondad realmente importan.
Look at this little act of kindness she did. She realized that she had jumped over me. And she just stopped in order to give me my time. That's what having a conversation means. That's what being kindness.
Exactly.
That is the absolute example of what kindness is.
Right.
Okay. So I'm gonna let Gloria, take the floor and tell you what she's going to be talking to you today about.
Yes. So the Holy Spirit was just touching me and just, with this subject. So I'm like, when we're talking about love is in the air, we have to love ourselves first.
Good stuff.
We have to love ourselves first. And where we get that is from God, right?
Absolutely.
Because God loves us. And how much did he love us? He gave his son for us. For us, he died on the cross, rose on the third day for us to have a life in heaven, eternity. So in order for us to love people, we need to love us.
Absolutely.
And you know what? And I have to say just on a personal level that I struggled with that. I struggled with that when I was younger. I struggled with the fact, if I love myself, that's selfish. Because that comes off as being selfish to other people. And I'm thinking, no, it's not. It was just a mind thing and a stronghold that the Satan was trying to put in my mind. Right? And I realized, no, God loves us. So that his love is in me, so I can impart that to other people. And this is going to be hard, and it's easy to love people that we just love because that's our family and things,
Continue.
But you're fine. But it's even harder when it's somebody that's so unlovable and has hurt you so badly. So I'm just saying that. But we still got to be us. We still have to be that light. We still have to be that, like Pastor was saying today. We still need to be the light. We still need to love. We still need to go on. We still need to be who God created us to be, no matter what that looks like. So, that was a big thing.
And just talking, jumping, onto what Gloria is saying, we talk a lot about what that looks like, loving those that are not so lovely to us. Now, sometimes we get to throwing stones at people, but we don't ever let y'all hear that. Okay. Right. That's in our private time. But on the other side of that thing, we there's growth. There's wisdom that's being spoken, whether she's correcting me or I'm giving her some correction. We know that on the other side of this thing, we have no excuse to be mean and nasty and hateful. There is no place to be bitter. There is no reason to allow somebody to continue to hold on to your life by you being angry with them.
Right.
There has to be a release. There has to be a let go. I mean, and like she's saying, it truly does start within yourself and knowing who you are. Because if you know who you are, then what people say to you,
it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really throw you because we define ourselves what God says we are, who God says we are, which is getting in the Word and understanding that, like I've said before, God says we're the apple of His eye, we're His beloved, we're His child of God. I mean, we're like rubies, we're like diamonds. I mean, we're His babies. I mean, just everything He calls us. And it just warms my heart because, like, my daddy feels that way about me, and I'm just like, and it just touches me to the point where I guess I explode and I just want to share it with everybody else.
Okay, so can I share a piece? Can I share a piece? Okay, so I love that she's saying that, right? I love how she's talking, about her dad, and because, we want you to be able to relate God in that human form. Now, my journey is a little bit different. And, a lot of times I'm asking God to give me that man that can make me see who God really is. Yeah. Right? I don't know that side of it, but that is a desire of my heart to have, to be loved like that, to be seen like that, to be heard like that. And so, but there is a waiting. There is a waiting because I mean I've walked through enough relationships and situationships like situationships. R.C. Blake says I've walked through enough of those that at 51, okay, Pam, so now it's time to deal with something a little different. Right. And that's another point we want to make. In knowledge, get wisdom, because just knowledge in and of itself won't help you any. You've got to have wisdom. You got to know how to apply it. And like Gloria's talking about, that's getting into the Word. That's having that relationship with God. That's allowing Him to let things, touch your head and then rest on your heart. That's allowing Him to help you understand what it truly means to be a child of God. Yes. And God will give you those glimpses on earth. Now, I won't have it in my dad. But my God is going to provide that man that is going to, know what I'm saying, help me understand what He actually meant for me in the beginning, how life has kind of skewed that, but God is going to give me 100-fold in what that love and that peace and that understanding of His true love is supposed to be. Amen. So in this month of Love is in the Air, oh my God, just let that rest on you. Yes. Just take that in, smell it, taste it, feel it. You know what I mean? Because if you are truly seeking it, God will provide it. He'll provide it.
Exactly. And there's like a fragrance that I can't even explain that the true love of the Father, true love of God. Because, and you just know it. It rests in you. So when it rests in you, you exude that, right? And sometimes you don't even know that you're exuding that. But that's the Spirit of God. That's the love of God. That's how He rests in you. And so just don't rely on the love and the fleetingness of what's in the world. Because that's just temporal. That's not something that is of God. But rest in things that are eternal. And that is God's love. God's love, His definition of how He loves you, of what He's imparted, what He's done. But as long as we need to accept it, right? We just need to accept it and let it. And that's about surrender, like Pastor was talking about today. That's like about just surrendering. Just surrender, because He's already done it all. Right.
Jesus died on the cross.
Exact. That was the ultimate sacrifice of His love. Was God giving His Son to die for us. That's the ultimate sacrifice of love. So I'm just saying, and I'm going to try not to cry, because it's so rests in me. Just that sacrifice. I mean, that's the ultimate sacrifice of love. And I just want you all to know that, to see that, to feel that, to study about it. I mean, just the word, the word, open up the Bible. You just rest and you just say, you know what, God, please speak to me today. I don't feel like I'm loved. Speak to me today.
Right.
Open it up.
Absolutely.
God is going to make sure that you know how he thinks of you and how he loves you.
And there is absolute truth in that, right? So we all are coming from a different framework, a different background, a different life experiences. And so sometimes it takes a little bit more work to find that inner peace, to find that inner joy, you know what I mean? And you've been looking for it in somebody else's, you know, giving your power to somebody else, putting your power in their hands. And that, where has that gotten you? You're constantly looking for validation outside yourself, and definitely you're not looking for, you know, for God to provide it for you. But if you would just take the time, if you would just, and I'm telling you this from a position of knowing this is where I sit on a daily basis. I'm not telling you something I don't know. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy. I'm not telling you it's not going to be something that you got to struggle with and fight with every single day. Now, some of us a little bit more than others. I have to really, a lot of times what you see, I'm not saying it's me performing, but it's me really showing you what it means to speak those things that are not as though they were. That's generally how I show up in the world. But I fight a lot of things in my head. So know that there's a balance. There, just because you're fighting something in your head today, that don't mean you're doing the battle, but that don't mean you've lost the war.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Good. That's good.
So
that's
it's really just about making sure you win the war. And God is that provision. He provides what me and Gloria is doing. There are other things that you can do. Definitely diving into His Word. Definitely, you know, asking yourself some hard questions, because you know what, you know, you can't keep doing the same things over and over and over again. I think you're going to get a different result. What do they call that?
Oh, well, that's insanity right there. Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
And so, and understand too that surrounding yourself with people who truly love you and have the best for you and think the best for you and know your potential, know that where you want to be is where, and they're your cheerleader, right? They're the ones that are actually.
And even if you don't know your potential and how to express it, just being you, your potential will show up.
Oh, exactly. That's good. That's true. That's so true. So yeah, I mean, but just, there's no other love like the Father's love, right? Our Father's in heaven. And His love is just, I mean, it's just, for as far as the east is from the west, like He forgives our sins, that's how could I have done that? I'm going to say no.
Thank God God is
thank God God is God, and God, you know, but I'm just saying,
Gloria
just
said,
in the natural.
Gloria said,
and
the
natural
world would be doomed.
Yeah.
If it was up to her giving up her time.
Exactly. Because in the natural, how could, we couldn't. So, but God is such a sovereign God. He's so faithful.
He's already decided.
Yes.
He's already made provision. And so I just love the honesty, you know what I'm saying? Because I know as a parent myself, there would be no way I'm going to give my child's life up for yours. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with y'all. You know what I mean?
Right.
I will lay down my life, you know what I'm saying, in order, but to actually, be in that position, and God knows each one of our hearts. So, I mean, I think my God loves us enough that, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying He won't ask you to do some hard stuff. Okay.
He does.
I mean, right.
He does.
This journey ain't easy.
No.
But God also doesn't give you truly more than you can bear. More than you can.
Amen.
He knows that you're equipped enough to handle. And I know some of y'all are probably saying, "Well, my God, stop giving me stuff." I know. I'm my plate seems full too.
Right.
But for whatever reason, God has not stopped putting things on the plate.
Right.
I keep telling Him, I'm full, God.
I'm full.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need it anymore. But No ma'am.
Right.
But in the struggle and in the trials, you really figure out who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you got to see you. I mean,
right.
you know what I'm saying? We know the importance of other people seeing us and hearing us and understanding us, but you gotta see you. You gotta understand you. Mm-hmm. You got to know what position you coming from. Right. Because if you don't know the position you you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They won't be able to follow.
They won't be able to follow. And so, and just in this love month, just understand what that means. What love, true love, really means. Because don't seek it out in the world, because you're never going to find it. Never. Because it's fleeting. It's not long lasting. It's just, so just understand that you surround yourself by people who truly love you. But of course, first and foremost, have that loving relationship with our Father in heaven. Right. Mm-hmm. I mean, because there's no other feeling of love and peace and comfort that only He can give. Right.
I'm going to do a shameless plug too, right? So, because, I have a book that's called Your God's Love Story.
Yes.
That is absolutely the first relationship of what love looks like. Mm-hmm. And that's what, my book talks about, what I'm saying? Because God is your first love. He's your first friend. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He knew you before the world was even formed. Yes. He knew what your name would be. He knew the time for you to show up. Now, because, we're living in a time that so much is uncertain, but God knew you would be here right now. He knew that you would have a voice that's valuable enough to speak to the people. We always use this word influencer, but you know what I'm saying? You might not have this big, huge scale of, people that follow you, but you still are an influencer. You still have people that will hear your voice, that want to be encouraged by you, who, like Gloria was talking about, love to see you smile, love to hear you laugh, love to hear you talk. You know what I mean? So be so committed. Okay, well, let me say it this way. Be so submitted and committed to who you are that, that you would be so hidden in God that people will have to seek Him out in order to find you. Oh, that's so good. Because good. There will be discernment. Mm-hmm. You will know who you need to partner with. You will know who you need to leave alone. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Just allowing all these people into your life because you think you need friends, or you think you need a whole bunch of people that you need to influence. Start with one. It is the audience of one that matters. Exactly. And that first audience is you and God. Mm-hmm. Okay? That's true. Mm-hmm. And don't just fill your life with people just to have people around you. Because no, that's because that's not discernment. That's just using your just carnally. That's just chaotic. Mm-hmm. So you need to keep God first and foremost in your mind, right, mm-hmm. and to root Him in your heart. But that comes with seeking Him out. Absolutely, seeking Him out and understanding what His Word means. And if you don't understand, ask for understanding. God is so good. God is so good about imparting wisdom. Imparting that. You just open up the Bible. Absolutely. There you are. And then God's like, this is what this means. So, and then you just keep learning from that. And it's like steps. You just take one step in front of the other. Mm-hmm. And God's going to just get you there. Right? Okay. So now we need to give them our word. Yes. What word do you want to give them, Gloria? Love. Sure, you knew we were on. I know it's So, guys, in the comments, use the word love to be entered into the drawing for a t-shirt. We need you to subscribe, like, and share. Yes. Hit the notification bell and leave your girls a comment. Don't forget to put the winning word in there. I know you're like thinking, oh my God, Pam, that pen is so cute. I know. Okay. And so we are going to shut this one down because we think that we have given you enough love nuggets. Yes. Enough kisses today. Enough XOXOs today. Okay. Yes. Oh my God, I'm just on fire right now. You are on fire. Just like she's wearing red, she's on fire. Because we love y'all. So Gloria is going to close us out. Ahí los vemos y recuerda que tu voz use your voice. Okay, guys, we'll talk to you later. Bye. Bye.